This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT. We're glad you're with us on this Thursday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Michelle Chamberlain. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Thursday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
It is a very important day. And now at 6:30, a murder investigation is underway in southern Kentucky. What we've uncovered and the questions we're still working to get answers to coming up.
Police say a Lexington mother left her toddler home alone while she went to Wendy's.
And it wasn't a photo finish, but still an upset on the Ohio River, the annual Great Steamboat Race.
We have some scattered showers out there early this morning, especially along that 75 corridor and back toward the west. That's where we're seeing some wet roadways early this morning. On and off showers as we go through the day. We will get breaks at 58 degrees. It gets much warmer, though, and much drier in the upcoming days. I'll have that coming up.
Here's what's new on WKYT this morning. We have learned that state police are investigating a murder in southern Kentucky.
Few details have been released, but we know that police are still looking for the killer. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk this morning with this Crime Tracker report. Mark?
Good morning, Michelle. The investigation into this murder is happening in the Walker community. As you take a look at the map, you can see that's about 13 miles east of Barberville here. Now, state police say that the man was shot and killed in his home here on Trace Branch Road 9 hours ago. Now, there is still a lot of information about this case that we do not know yet, like who the shooter is or why this happened. Now, we have been able to get few details from state police, so here's what we know at this time. The man who was shot to death is 30-year-old Shane Mills. This morning, state troopers have been collecting evidence and canvassing the neighborhood, searching for witnesses. Now, we are continuing to talk with investigators this morning, and as soon as we get any updates, we'll bring them to you here on air and online. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Thank you, Mark. New this morning, a young Lexington mother is in jail accused of leaving her toddler home alone while she went to Wendy's.
And that's just one of the details that stands out about this case. WKYT's Caitlin Sentner is live now to explain what happened from there. Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. She left her son home alone to go to fast food restaurant Wendy's. That landed the young mom behind bars, and now she's expected in court later this afternoon. 23-year-old mother Radiance Parker accused of abandonment of a minor after she left her 23-month-old child home alone. Police responded to her home after reports from the Cross Keys apartment manager that he heard the child crying. He had knocked on the door, and when there was no answer, he went inside the home and found the boy alone. That's when he called police. The 23-year-old said she had actually seen police at her home Monday, but didn't come forward because she didn't want to get in trouble. Now, that was on Monday. It wasn't until Tuesday that she contacted police, and then another day later on Wednesday when she called the child's social worker. She's expected in Fayette County Court later this afternoon. Live in Lexington, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
All right, Caitlin, thank you. We'll continue to look into that and follow up. And today, a former UK basketball star will be laid to rest. Ed Davender died a week ago, days after suffering a massive heart attack. He was 49 years old. Davender played for UK from 1984 to 1988 and is 11th on UK's all-time scoring list. Visitation for Davender begins at 10 o'clock this morning, to be followed by his funeral at 1 o'clock. Both will be at First Baptist Church, Bracktown. Davender will be buried at the Lexington Cemetery.
New this morning, police in Lawrence County think someone is intentionally poisoning stray cats in the Louisa community.
I think it's ridiculous, but some of the people around here doesn't surprise me.
So here's what's been going on. The cats have been living behind an empty shopping center, but over the past several weeks, the Lawrence County Humane Society says 7 of those cats have been found dead. Test results on one of them showed it died from rat poisoning. Police are now using video surveillance to monitor the area.
Well, it is a chilly, wet morning out there. Not really what you'd expect to be waking up to here in early May.
I know, right? WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is here to help you plan your day. Micah.
Yeah, and it is chilly, and we're talking about temperatures there in the low to mid 40s, so it's much less than what we typically get this time of year. Typically, we're there in the lower 50s, not anywhere close to that, so grab that coat before you take off. Might as well grab the raincoat, right? West of I-75, that's your best bet of actually seeing some showers. We've got a big dome of lower pressure just to the north of us, and as long as it's there, it's going to continue to just kind of spin off these showers into our viewing area, and some cooler air continues to filter on in. Look towards your weekend forecast. Mainly dry Saturday. However, storms are possible late into the evening, off into the nighttime hours. And then on Mother's Day, it looks like we're going to hold on to those 70s and also throw in a few thunderstorms. So it's mainly dry, but we still can't rule out a few storms. I'm going to go over the timing on that hour by hour and show you, is that going to affect your parties, your plans there for the Derby? That's coming up.
Michael, we'll see you then. 6:35 the time right now on WKYT. Investigators say they now suspect that 5 house fires in central Kentucky are all connected.
Not only are they breaking in and taking a few things, but they are burning somebody's house down, displacing a family, destroying memories, items that have sentimental value, and it really is a sad situation.
All 5 of these fires happened in the last week in Jessamine, Fayette, Scott, and Garrett counties. In each case, investigators say someone broke into an empty home and set the place on fire. State police and an arson task force are now offering up to $1,000 for information in the cases. And investigators do not think that a Clark County house fire is connected to all of that. Firefighters say no one was inside the home on Ecton Road, but some pets died in the fire there. They say the home does have severe damage. Again, they do not think this is a case of arson.
State and federal investigators are looking into what led up to the trench collapse that killed a young Kentucky father. Now, we've learned 22-year-old Tyler Williams of Menifee County died yesterday while working on Todd's Road in Lexington. The coroner says Williams suffocated under dirt and gravel. Construction to widen the road has been going on for months there. Friends say Williams was married and had 3 young children. Richmond police have arrested a couple accused of abusing a 13-year-old girl. Police charged Clyde and Michelle Richardson with criminal abuse. They say Clyde hit his daughter, causing 2 black eyes and bruising around her scalp. They say Michelle, the child's stepmother, did nothing to stop the abuse, which they think has been going on for a while. The child is now with social services.
A judge is planning to rule in the next few weeks whether a lawsuit against Governor Matt Bevin will be dropped. Attorney General Andy Beshear filed the lawsuit saying the governor overstepped his authority by cutting state funds from public universities from the current year budget. The judge heard more arguments in the case yesterday. Beshear said the lawsuit is not personal despite the growing feud between Governor Bevin and the Beshear family. More troubling news for the UK women's basketball program. Coach Matthew Mitchell is losing another player. This time it's sophomore post player Alexis Jennings. She started 18 games last season and had 2 years of eligibility left. Coach Mitchell says it saddens him that Jennings does not see a path forward at Kentucky. Her departure comes a week after Mitchell addressed concerns about the sudden departures of several players and coaches. Mitchell now only has 5 players left from last season. He also has a recruit and a transfer. Well, an annual Kentucky Derby Festival tradition went rolling on the river yesterday.
Yes, it did. The Belle of Louisville and the Belle of Cincinnati competed in the Great Steamboat Race last night. For the first time in 5 years, the Belle of Cincinnati won. The boats raced 7 miles down the Ohio River, starting and ending in downtown Louisville. Now, this was the 54th year of the race.
Always an exciting time, and people are excited whether they're riding or are on the shores. But the antlers go up to Cincinnati for now.
I can't get over these silver antlers.
I know, and a lot of bragging rights. And of course, Louisville will be, trying to get a comeback next year.
Our steamboat must win.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get a check right now to see how traffic's moving along this morning.
Coming up on 6:39, here's Officer Don as we check live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Got some debris in the roadway on the inner loop of the circle near Tates Creek Road. That should be cleared shortly, just to make you aware of that. Of course, the roads are wet this morning. That could impact you on the way in. Let's get a look at overall traffic flow around Lexington, and we'll check out Nicholasville Road, also Harrodsburg Road through the crossover, and Versailles Road coming in from Woodford County. Everything seems to be okay, at least for now. Now, as drive times go this morning, not too bad with light traffic from Nicholasville. It's 12 to 14 minutes. Coming in from Winchester, we're in pretty good shape at 21 minutes, and Richmond looks like 31. We'll keep you up to date. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, and Officer Don in Deanna on 98.1 The Bull. When you get in your car, quick reminder, get the latest traffic and weather info anytime with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. Download it for free in the app or Google Play stores. And it is good to have you along. Thursday morning, Kentucky Derby Week in the Commonwealth. A lot more news coming up.
Yeah, cat videos dominate the internet, right? But now there's a new way for cat lovers to get their furry fix. Interesting.
some more rain on the way. Already seeing that outside right now. However, we're going to focus in on your Oaks Day, Derby Day forecast. It looks great as of right now for most of us, but there still is a chance before we hit Sunday. I'll show you that in your forecast coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
So chilly start as you walk out the door this morning. You may need a light coat, and you might have to turn on that heat before you take off there in your car. It's 43 degrees now in Danville, 41 in Jackson, Prestonsburg. Maybe some valley areas over in east and southeastern Kentucky in the upper 30s, but for the most part, low to mid 40s out there early this morning. Now take that and add in some rain to it. It's just not going to feel nor look good early this morning as you're walking out the door, especially along that 75 corridor and back toward the west. You're getting some bits and pieces of some heavier downpours. Bardstown, work your way across the BG Parkway. For the most part, there's some light rain flying on through wet roadways. That is for sure. 64 traveling through Franklin County and also back towards Shelby County. Spencer, Bardstown there in Nelson County, Washington with Springfield and Willisburg. Go southbound into Danville, Junction City, and also holding on to that 68 corridor through Marion and Taylor County. Those are wet areas early this morning. Not a lot of rain, but enough to cause maybe a few problems early this morning. Now here's the deal. To the north of us, low pressure system. Wrap around that. Yeah, here comes some showers working their way on in. I do want to show you this. There's a batch right here, and then there's a batch right there. Between that, we don't really see that much. So you will get breaks as we go through the day. This is no widespread weather. This is no all day long type of situation. You'll get all day long on and off, but you'll still get breaks here and there. So if you're trying to get some things done outside, you may be able to. Just know you'll have a passing light shower, and also those temperatures by the afternoon at 58 degrees. I mean, that's pretty chilly for this time of year. You got to keep in mind that typically we're right around 71. So let's talk about your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's go through it because Friday, it's a big day. Remember, you can go out for Oaks Day. You can head out to Keeneland. There will be a big event there as well, trying to watch all those races and whatnot. So that'll be fun to do. And then we got to look back toward the east because that is our only chance of rain. I said it this morning. I'll say it again. If you go any farther east than what we're talking about for the rain chance tomorrow, you're going to be in Virginia. You will be in West Virginia. So, I mean, you get off toward Pike County, Martin County, that's the only chance. Friday looks great. It'll feel great. Temperatures mid to upper 60s, much better. Then we head toward Friday night. I see no problems if you're heading out Friday night, if you have any plans. Saturday morning looks pretty good there for any 5Ks. Saturday, the daylight hours, it looks really nice. I mean, we're talking about mostly sunny skies. Temperatures right around 80 degrees. I mean, this is a really good day. If you have plans, have parties, stick to them. I don't see many problems. However, if this system speeds up 3 to 5 hours, that's when you could cause some problems with this storm system. So that's what we need to be watching. Here's 6 p.m. Look at northern Kentucky, right? Then go into 8 p.m. Now you're talking about it getting into the northern zones, maybe even affecting the race there over in Louisville. So there's a lot to watch, but as of right now, I don't see problems with this system as of right now. But you speed that up, like I said, 3 to 5 hours, and that's where you get some issues. Most of that comes during the evening and nighttime hours. We go off into Sunday, and it does look like you'll have a chance for a few thunderstorms, but it's only 40%, so still keep in mind, Mother's Day is on Sunday, and it looks like you'll get some breaks in the action there, too. So it's not bad the next couple of days. Today, a little gloomy, some rainy spots here and there, and also very chilly. But it gets much warmer. You saw that even 80s in the forecast next week, too.
We'll get back to it.
We'll get
It's one of those days, you know, I'll take that weather if you give me good weather for the big day.
Yeah,
right?
right. If you get you through it, knowing
Yes.
the weekend looks pretty nice. Mike, I think it's 6:47 here in just a bit.
The antics of cats have long been one of the most popular subjects on YouTube. Now cat fans can see them live on Stray Cat TV.
Right. The South Korean-based show streams live 24/7. And it shows live images of cats eating, doing their thing. Sometimes no cats come at all, but most days more than a dozen browse the food and casually fill their stomachs before wandering off again. The cats are recorded by a former web designer who says more than 1,500 people watch the live stream. He goes fishing to catch fish for the cats and then gets support from his viewers as well. So people apparently really like it.
That is insane.
Cats are funny to watch. You never know. They can.
I mean, would you sit at home and watch stray cat TV?
I don't know, Mike.
You have a cat
on a very slow day,
own,
right? Laid back sort of day. Good to have you along on WKYT this morning as you jump to it here. We have time coming up on 6:48 and our top stories for you in a moment.
Yeah, we'll have more news when we come back.
Coming up, we're in Canada where a raging wildfire has forced the massive evacuation of an entire city. Plus, we'll talk with Bob Schieffer about Republican politicians wrestling with giving their support to Donald Trump. More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.
CBS This Morning is on the way with the very latest at 7 o'clock, now about 9 minutes away as they get ready to go there at the CBS Broadcast Center in New York. Obviously, a lot of talk about the presidential race with the changes of the last 48 hours or so.
And they're also going to be talking about those fires in Canada
Isn't
that are evacuating the whole city.
The whole town almost wiped out. It's just awful.
It is awful. So police have charged a Lexington mother after they say she left her 23-month-old son home alone.
Yeah, according to court documents, Radiance Parker admitted to leaving the toddler alone while she went to Wendy's. Police say she turned herself in yesterday, 2 days after they found her son alone. Also new on WKYT this morning, the Red is helping a Montgomery County man after his home caught on fire. This started about 1:30 this morning on Virginia Avenue in Mount Sterling. Crews say the fire started in a bedroom. There is some smoke damage throughout the home. No one was hurt. The man who lived there is staying in a hotel for now.
Today, a former UK basketball star will be laid to rest. Ed Davender died a week ago, days after suffering a massive heart attack. He was just 49 years old. Davender played for UK from 1984 to 1988 and is 11th on UK's all-time scoring list. Visitation for Davender begins at 10 o'clock, followed by his funeral at 1. Both will be at First Baptist Church, Bracktown. Davender will be buried at the Lexington Cemetery.
Here's more on that situation we were talking about. Firefighters in Canada are still working to try to get the upper hand on a deadly wildfire that is raging in northern Alberta. Here's video from the fire, which broke out Sunday. It has already damaged or destroyed thousands of structures, forcing tens of thousands of people from their homes. Unseasonably high temperatures and strong winds are expected to continue fanning those flames. And back here in the U.S., Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump shift their focus now to the general election. Key contests still remain on the primary calendar, but it looks like it's a done deal for both of them. Trump is already talking about possible picks for vice president, and Clinton is dismissing the presumptive GOP nominee as a loose cannon. Democrat Bernie Sanders says he still sees his own path to the Democratic nomination, despite trailing far behind Clinton in the delegate count. The U.S. Justice Department is warning North Carolina's Governor Pat McCrory that the state could lose federal funds over its controversial bathroom law. That law limits the use of public restrooms to the gender on a person's birth certificate. Federal officials argue it violates the Civil Rights Act and is giving the state until Monday to comply.
Janet Jackson confirms what many suspected: she is pregnant. The announcement comes 2 weeks before her 50th birthday. There's no word on when the singer's first baby is due. Last month, Jackson announced she's postponing her tour to start a family with her husband. Cops are used to running after the bad guys, so if they are going to score internet fame for some crazy dance moves, the running man seems to be the appropriate move. A New Zealand police force has gone viral with a challenge to cops around the world: beat their running man. The dare has been aimed at cops in Australia, the UK, Los Angeles, and New York. Gotta love that running man.
Yeah, we've done a little bit of that in the studio.
Yes, we have. I was hoping to tape it, but I failed.
Well, whatever it takes to get
One
going
day.
here early on a Thursday morning. Our time this morning is 6:54, and right now on WKYT.com, we are working with state police and trying to get some more information about that murder in Knox County. A 30-year-old man has been found shot to death. Also trending this morning, the apparent string of arson fires in central Kentucky, where homes have been set on fire while the owner is away. A reward is now being offered for information, and we have more details online. A lot of people, of course, keeping a young family in their thoughts this morning after a father of 3 was killed in a trench collapse in Lexington. There's an investigation into what happened in that situation along Todd's Road. Even though it appears that he has little chance of becoming the Democratic presidential nominee, Bernie Sanders drew thousands of supporters to downtown Lexington last night, where he called for a higher minimum wage and for free college tuition. That got a loud roar from the young crowd. We have a video on our website of that this morning. Nyquist is the 3-to-1 morning line favorite after drawing the number 13 post position for the Kentucky Derby. We have the complete post draw list and the morning line odds on WKYT.com. Over on Kentucky.com, they look at how to bet on the Kentucky Derby. You can get some tips from the chief betologist out at Keeneland, where they'll also be hosting crowds for both Oaks and Derby days. Today over Louisville at the Derby Festival, it's the Pegasus Parade. Always a lot of fun and festive there as the events roll on in the pre-Derby activities. And CBS This Morning is coming up at 7 with your eye opener. And of course, we'll have local updates. Join us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter or Instagram, and for the latest anytime, WKYT.com.
Yeah, it's not really a good look this morning. We have cloudy skies overhead, low clouds, and some spots you can see toward Jackson and some of those valley regions. And some wet roadways, too, especially along that 75 corridor and back toward the west. That's the best chance to actually see some of this rain. The 68, 150, 27 working your way up toward Frankfort. You can see Frankfort 127, those areas. That's where you're holding on to some rainy conditions. So just keep in mind, western areas, you have the best shot at some rain right now. As we go through the day, it's going to be on and off. You will get breaks, but it does look like a few showers here and there. 58 degrees later on this afternoon. That's a far cry from 71 where we typically are, but a much better day tomorrow and warmer.
Yes.
And then Saturday looks great until we hit evening and night.
All right. Better take a jacket today. A little chilly out there, right? Nobody's more up to date than you to start your day. Thank you for being with WKYT.
Have a great day, everyone.